You know what's funny? Sega announces Mega Mix on the Switch, and then I make a video talking about potential new songs for the game. And I learned that Candy Candy is an Agumi original. I've learned a lesson from you guys at least once. Twice. Many times. Too many times.
Candy Candy isn't a Gumi song,
Candy
it's just a cover.
An original Gumi song, you idiot.
You probably don't know
It's
this,
a
but
freaking
Candy
cover.
Candy
Get
is
your
a
facts straight.
song. This man thinks Candy
out.
Candy is a
Bro,
Gumi original.
I know this is a
Clearly
cover,
isn't.
right?
He calls himself a Vocaloid fan. So stupid.
What a news!
I get it!
But then Sega announces a new mode for Mega Mix, which you move the Joy-Cons left and right to hit the rhythm panels. I mean, whatever floats their boat, I guess. And here I am, making a video about some features and modes I want to see in Mega Mix. Now, it's possible that Mega Mix will just be the PVs and rhythm game from Future Tone sprinkled with 10 new songs, but it's just fun to talk about these features in case it does happen somewhere down the road. Actually, now that I say that out loud, I hope there's other features. Anyways, here are the 5 features I would love to see in Mega Mix. Whenever I posted videos regarding Mega Mix, almost every other comment that I read was about someone wanting an edit mode in the game. And while I never played the games that had the full edit mode, I can definitely understand why they would want this in the game. For those of you outside the loop, allow me to explain. In the past Project Diva games, this mode was a gateway to creative possibilities. You could make your own MVs with MIDI dance moves, facial options, and backgrounds to choose from within the game, and even make custom music charts. And the best part, it didn't have to solely rely on music within the games. You could import other MP3s of songs or even memes to make charts and MVs for. Back when Steam Hams was a thing, there was a rhythm chart for it within F-Second. That is how crazy good this mode is. So, what would it take for this mode to make it into Mega Mix? Well, there's a couple options. There's the Switch's USB ports that could read flash drives, but Nintendo made it so it can't do that since it goes against the Switch's purpose. And yet they're making the Switch Lite, which also breaks the Switch's purpose, so that makes no sense. It also currently has no internet browser, so the Piepro site is also out of question. There's also the Let's Go format. If you've played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee, you know what I'm talking about. Pokemon from the Pokemon Go app could be brought over into Let's Go via the app itself. Sega could capitalize off the app with similar features that allow users to download and upload custom-made songs to the game. But the question is, would they want to do something like this? Short answer? Probably not. If they were to include a custom mode, they'd stick to the 101 songs that are in the game and probably solely focus on the rhythm chart. It makes sense since there are songs that use 2D PVs anyways. Yeah, it would suck to go back to Diva X's edit mode, but to me, the game is a testing ground to see how well the series does on the new console. If it does well, then I can definitely see a new game with the edit mode you all know and love. Let's transition from one mode that has an iffy chance to one I can definitely see happening in the game. And that, my friends, is the Photo Studio. Now, there have been 2 types of photo studios in the Diva series. There's the type from F-Second, and X, where you can pose the Vocaloids for photos, and then there's Future Tone's PV Photo mode. In PV Photo, you can use one of hundreds of PVs to make photos. You can do so by cropping the video still, adding various stamps, and applying frames into your photo. It's not as complicated or experimental as the Photo Studio, but it's a fun pastime for those wanting a break from pushing buttons to the beat. And there are those songs that make me feel that way. Now, out of the 2 photo modes, I have no doubt that it'll be the one from Future Tone. After all, this game is Future Tone, just on a different console, and half of the total song count. Oh, and it also does have the same style as Pokemon Sword and Shield, but it does it so much better that Sword and Shield make a run for their money. It'd be way easier to implement into the game since Stamps and Borders doesn't take as much data as additional models for a particular mode. Besides, it can't just be entirely rhythm, you gotta give those creative minds something to work with. I just hope they also include the mix and match feature for the PVs. Otherwise, we start a mental riot. Please note that was sarcasm. Don't actually start a mental riot. Now here's something I bet a lot of you miss doing nowadays. Interacting with those robotic singers, it made them feel more human than anything else could have. They had personalities and charm, and when you did interact with them, it showed that they were more than just singing and dancing machines. They had magic in them, and it seems nowadays that magic is gone. But can you imagine if this did come back? And don't give me the DIVA X version where you can give them literally anything and they take it like it's nothing. Give me the one from F and F Second, where they actually had feelings, where they could reject gifts if you gave them too much, and slowly back away if you gave them too much attention, and being their best friend was actually a hard journey, but a satisfying joy when it finally happened. Basically,
Just make them freaking human beings!
now that my frustration is out of the way, it pains me to say that this is the least likely to happen out of the 5 on this list. And it's a real shame, because while I heavily enjoy the rhythm mode it's well known for, I do miss seeing the interaction that you could experience in your own time, even if it was only a tiny portion compared to the main aspect of the games. But again, if Megamix is successful enough, then maybe this mode will make a grand return in a newer DIVA title. To be honest, this came straight out of my head. There was nothing like this in the games before, and the only thing that comes close is Puyo Puyo 39 and Mirai DX. But man, would it be a unique feature if they added some sort of versus mode. A chance to put your DIVA skills against friends, and even the world. It would definitely be the most unique mode to ever exist in the DIVA series, and it would put a fun twist on the rhythm game experience. My idea for versus mode? Duking it out to see who gets the highest score. Yeah, I couldn't really think of anything else. And there would be 2 ways this can be done. In one way, one player selects the song for everyone to play. The first player then plays and finishes the song and passes the controller, or the console itself, around until the last player finishes that song. The scores are then displayed, and the player with the highest score, or percentage, wins the entire versus mode. One controller is all you would really need, or again, one console, but this would also be a great option for online play. In another way, everyone plays a song that is selected by one player at the same time, with the winner determined by the highest score. Think of it as like that taiko drum game on the Switch. This way would require everyone to have their own Switch system, but the local wireless can connect up to 8 players in one area, so that makes up for it. Now, realistically, I doubt they put something like this in Megamix. But that doesn't stop me from bringing this idea to the table. I'm a fan of multiplayer options, especially since one of my favorite Switch titles, Smash Ultimate, is a lot more fun with people both offline and across the internet. Alright, how much you want to bet we're going to get a ranking system from online, much like we did in Future Tone instead? Yeah, that's more likely, and I don't know if I'd like that. Now, this might seem like a stretch, but this is a game on a Nintendo console we're talking about here. It makes sense that I bring up the subject to the table. In fact, I already did bring up this idea in a video before the Switch was even officially announced, so I'm sure I'll be repeating some stuff I said years ago. Some of you might look at Nintendo nowadays and say, wait, Amiibo? Isn't that something Nintendo stopped doing? And to that I say, oh, you're far from the truth. While they haven't focused on these figurines as much as they have in the past, they're still making and using these amiibos in their games. The remake of Link's Awakening is a perfect example of this. Not only is it one of Nintendo's newer games, but it's also one to use amiibo within the game. They even made an amiibo based on Link's Awakening to access Dark Link in the game. And come on, look at the face on this amiibo. How can you say no to this adorable face? But it's not just Nintendo that uses amiibo either. There have been a ton of third-party games that also use and even release their own amiibo. Games like Skyrim, Diablo 3, Monster Hunter Stories, and even Shovel Knight are just a few of many games that support these little figurines. So if Megamix were to use amiibo, how exactly would they function? Well, in a few ways. There could be those that give out MP if scanned on a daily basis, some can be used for exclusive accessories, outfits for certain Vocaloids, outfits for specific genders, and outfits that anyone can wear. For example, a Shovel Knight amiibo could simply give out a few hundred MP, while a Donkey Kong amiibo could unlock a DK tie accessory for any Vocaloid to wear. A Peach amiibo could be scanned to give the female Vocaloids an outfit to wear based on the Toadstool Princess, while the Captain Falcon amiibo could give the males that stylish racing outfit. A Mario, Link, or Pikachu amiibo could give out a costume for everyone to wear, and a Martha amiibo could give Kaito his own exclusive outfit. Come on, I had to include this. I mean, just look at them. They're almost the same. Make this happen, Sega! And since some third parties make their own amiibo as well, it would be a great time for Miku to get her own as well. Not only could fans grab and use their own Miku amiibo in the game, but it could also
force amiibo collectors everywhere to buy something Miku related for once in their breeding life!
Okay, I have no clue what happened there. Why did it sound so harsh? Well, regardless, thanks for watching. Now I want to hear from you guys. Is there any new features and modes you'd like to see in Megamix? Whether it's ones I covered or not, let me know in the comment section below and start a comment with others. It makes for fun times. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that way you don't miss any videos that I do in the future. With that being said, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until we meet again, do remember to take care.